What's going on? It is Jason. Whoop whoop. Ariga, that's mighty good Kupak. Look at this cup of coffee. I am an extreme Nespresso fanboy because I love Nespressos because of that frothiness. It's just so good. Yeah, I can't find my Embrace the Grind cup. It's MIA, so I'm using my little Nespresso mug. But I think it's kind of dope because you could actually see how dope this cup of coffee is. All right, I got to put this down because I don't have a lid. How's everybody doing? Woo! Another week down. It's Sunday. So glad to see each and every one of you. If anybody is there, let me go ahead and try to test my audio. Give me a sec. My channel. Oh, here we go. Audio is good. Yeah. All right, here we are. Another week down. Whoop, whoop. So what's been happening? Last week, we had a busy week up to Thursday, and then Thursday and Friday, we did what we call strategic planning at Small Giants, where we gather as a company and we pretty much outline our goals for 2026. And then we kind of reflect back on 2025, some of the highlights. We go through financial reports and we see everything in a big 30,000 foot view of what the company's doing, how the company's doing. And everything's fully transparent. That's one of the beautiful things that I love about Small Giants is there's no like hidden things underneath the rug. They're not going to pull the rug out from under you. They're giving you all the information. And not only that, you get to plan the 2026 year, which is freaking awesome. We shut down as a company for 2 days and we hash all that out. And then at the end of Friday night, we do an awards celebration for those who, we give honor where honor's due. This year, I didn't happen to win an award, but in the years past, I have. And it's awesome. But we had a roster of outstanding people to celebrate. And I got to do something that brought some memories back to me. For the longest time, I used to be a DJ. And I love doing it. I love celebrating with people. I love playing music. I love just having fun and emceeing. Well, the owner of the company kind of put me in that role Friday night, and it felt awesome. I was like, man, I need to be doing this more. I love to energize people. I love to celebrate with people, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So, yeah, that brought back some good memories. I asked the owner of our company if I can continuously do it each year, and they agreed and thought I was a good fit for that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that was last week. It went really awesome. And then what else? So yesterday I quit smoking, so that's something. So but hold on, I quit smoking and I pretty much switched addictions, and so I started actually doing these, which I'm not proud of it, people. I'm not proud of doing these, but for the most part, I'm not ingesting a whole bunch of smoke and burning something and getting all those harsh chemicals in my lungs, because I started my long run weeks this week and I had to do a 45-minute run with sprints the other day, and then yesterday I had to do an hour-long run, and then tonight I'm going to go run again and have to do a 30-minute recovery run. I've been feeling the SIGs, man. They've been hitting me hard in the chest, and it's been killing me. So I was like, I'm done smoking. I'm done inhaling a bunch of toxic chemicals. So now I'm just going to swallow them until I can get done with getting off these things. I mean, I'm not proud. What's up, Sean? How you doing, brother? You made it to the show. Good to see you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. And yeah, man, life is good. Hope everything is well in your neck of the woods over in, well, you're in Thailand? Or, yeah, I think you're in Thailand. Oh, yeah, you're in Thailand, right, Sean? Yeah, Thailand. And then, yeah, hopefully everything's going well in your neck of the woods. And, you know, thanks for coming in. So, all right, what else do I got to share with you? Besides doing these things. So that is a new kind of endeavor that I'm embarking upon. Hopefully I can get off these relatively easily, but I'm good that I'm done smoking, man. Yeah, Bangkok, that's right. All right, I have some exciting news to share with you guys. I meant to share it last week, but the package didn't come because I was in a tizzy with FedEx, and there was some drama with FedEx, but it's all been resolved, and I'm good to go. But this is what I want to share with you guys. I'm excited about it. So we got a new toys, and this is what I want to share with you guys. We got some Cine lenses. Yeah! Hear that metal? These things are built rock solid. Yeah. So we got some Cine glass. And I'm actually excited about this for a couple reasons. One, there's technical reasons on why I'm excited about it. But then there's a more philosophical reason that I am doing a video about, but I'll give you like a quick little snippet for those that are tuning in. Yeah, the philosophical reason is I've been kind of wrapped up in complacency and being stuck. So what I'm trying to do is break out of that consistency or complacency and get into something that's going to hyper focus me and bring attentionality to the way that I create and shoot. And I'm not saying gear is going to solve this problem for me in a sense, but it's definitely going to put me in a position where I got to be more intentional. So I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the adventure with the cinema lenses. They're going to work great on the FX6. The FX3, I'm going to need to get some gear for that. I'm going to need to get a matte box system. And yeah, so that is going to be the next endeavor, is a matte box system with rails, and then a focus pulling system as well. But I can throw these things on the FX6 because of the internal ND and be fine. The other thing, now the technical aspects of why I love these lenses is a simple reason that, one, the focus is smooth, so you're able to actually pull. This is like buttery smooth to focus. But the difference between photo lens, like, you know, let me get a, this is a photo lens right here. It's my 28 mil. So this is a photo lens, and photo lenses use f-stops where cinema lenses use t-stops. And it's all about the internal components and how they're designed that make them pretty phenomenal when you're trying to have repeatability and consistency with your image and the way that you're shooting. And the reason why is because f-stops use an aperture where it closes and opens and letting light come in and out. But in the internal components of a photo lens, you lose light leaks throughout these things because the way that they're designed, where the internal design of these is to avoid the light leaking. It's letting however much light in, depending on the T-stop, and that is hitting your sensor. So it's light directly hitting the sensor, and you're basically, when I switch from a 14 millimeter to a 135 millimeter, or then I go out to a wide 14 millimeter, you're not having shifts in your color, you're not having shifts in your exposure. It's very repeatable depending on what lens you're using. This is why Hollywood movies are made on cinema glass. Not these are extremely affordable compared to what Hollywood's, like the RE, cinema lenses that they use on Hollywood sets. But for our budget, these are awesome. They're originally like 11 grand. We end up getting them for about 5 grand. So it was a good deal, and I'm excited to do it. And yeah, that is the reasoning behind why I'm excited about these lenses, if that makes sense. Mainly the philosophy side of helping me break out of complacency, forcing me to slow down, shoot with attention, and just be deliberate, and then help on the back end of post work and things of that nature. So super excited. And the other thing is they just look badass on cam systems. Like, look at this. This is a 50 on my FX3. It just looks so beefy and badass. I just love that, man. It just looks like a tank right here. It's going to suck your soul. It's just it is super dope. It just looks pretty badass. But that's the other reason. Not a very good reason, but I'm going to take it. So, yeah, so that's everything that's exciting and been happening in my world this past week. And if you are new to the channel or tuning in at a different time, hi, welcome, glad you're here. Every Sunday I go live and basically share how my week's going. And then on top of that, I give you the back end of my channel by showing and sharing my analytics with you guys. I feel like you guys are helping me grow my channel. You're coming along with me on the journey. So I just want to be deliberate and being transparent and just sharing all the information with you guys, whatever you guys want to see. Mainly, I just go over like the top 3 analytics that I find interesting, and then I dive into some of the other cool things that I geek out on, like geography, viewer age, things of that nature. But for the most part, yeah, man. What's going on, Snowway from Oregon? Oregon? That's dope. I love the Pacific Northwest. It is so damn beautiful. The weather's nice. I'm based here in Phoenix, Arizona. It is really nice weather for us right now. The temperature right now is a blistering 60 degrees. It feels so good, though, coming out of 115 in the summer down to 60. It actually, I lost, and I'm originally from Alaska, so that's where I'm originally from. We moved here from Alaska in 2021, and the Alaska blood is out of me because when it gets below 60, I'm cold. And I hate to admit that because I was a rugged Alaskan guy. Like, I did a lot outdoors. I loved the outdoors. I spent a lot of time in the cold. But man, now that my blood is thinned, I can't hang anymore. Like, I went to Iowa to film, a little while ago, and it was like -10, and I think it was just 10 degrees, but with windshield, so it felt like -10. But man, it was rough. Like, I did not like it at all. I was like, man. But the one thing that I love about living in Phoenix in Arizona is you can't shovel sunshine. I don't have to shovel snow anymore. And I love snow, but I'm just sick. I was sick and tired of shoveling it. So, yeah. Yeah, man, say hi to Snow White. Thank you for tuning in and popping by. My name's Jason. I don't know if I've ever connected with you before. If not, man, we're building this community. I got my boy Sean in. He's a cool dude from Bangkok. That's really cool. He does really cool videos about sharing, his journeys and going into these cool little locations and things like that. Highly recommend you checking out his channel, especially when he did a really cool Christmas one in Thailand that I really liked. It was really cool, but all right. On with the show. Let's go ahead and dive into some numbers. I do have a little bit of a setup. I got my talking head cam here. I got my MacBook here and a little bit of a switcher. So I'm able to switch between the MacBook. So you're seeing everything as I'm seeing it. I don't go preview these analytics at all before, unless I messed up on my live and I have to redo it, which I haven't done that in a while. I kind of took away my music. The music piece was kind of jacking me up when I was trying to switch. Yeah. And then I had my music too loud and it was drowning out my voice. So I kind of killed the music idea, although I do enjoy having some background music playing. But yeah, I'll get that figured out. But yeah, I have a little bit of a setup. And let's go ahead and hop into, so if I go here to, you're going to see my goofy mug here. There I am. I'm double timing it. But I'm just going to go ahead and pull up a new window so this isn't distracting. Pull up YouTube. Here we go. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and open up YouTube Studio. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to check Justin's show out after this. All right, and then I'm going to hop over to analytics. Now, here is what the channel's done in the last 28 days. This is what I consider the top 3 views, watch time, subscribers. So in the last 28 days, I've gotten 11.8K views, 102 watch hours, and 16 new subscribers. It's so freaking awesome. And I am appreciative of those 16 plus everybody who has subscribed to the channel, has been coming along with me. Greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you're tuning in and you're in the chat, I don't have a way to view my chat right now, so I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I apologize. I got to figure out a better way to do these lives where I can see the chat still, but I haven't figured that piece out yet. So more to come on that. But if you're in the chat, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see what's happening. All right, back to it. Now, what I like to do is actually compare it week by week. Well, this week compared to the previous week, just so we can see how the channel is shifting and moving. So what I have to do in order for me to do that is I go up here and go to custom view. And then what I do is I go to yesterday and then do a week out and then hit apply. Boom! This is what the channel's done in the last week, which is freaking, I can't believe I gotten 10 subscribers this past week. That is insane. So freaking cool. I had no idea. I mean, I kind of realized that my number was jumping there, but 10? That's dope. Man, that's exciting. All right. So the top 3 this week is 2.6K views, 33 watch hours, and 10 new subscribers in just this past week. That is so awesome. And then what I do is I compared this to the previous week just so you can get an idea. This on views and watch hours, this is very, average for me, minus the 10 subscribers. I normally don't get 10 subscribers in a week. unless I get a shout out from somebody who's a very popular YouTuber, which I have had that happen to me before. And yeah, that's been awesome. But views and then watch time are typically an average for me, anywhere from 3,000 to 4,000 views a week, and about 30 to 50 watch hours is typically an average week for me. There was some times where I was getting a lot of views and watch hours, but that's when I was pumping out content like constantly. I was turning and burning. I was turning and burning content. I have not been doing that. I actually haven't put out a video in like 2 weeks or so, minus the lives. And but I have one in the queue. I'm gonna be dropping it. It's about the cinema lenses, and I'll be going over that, and then so that's gonna be my next video that I'm gonna drop. But I'm gonna get back in. I'm feeling like the chains of the creative gatekeepers are breaking free, and I'm gonna get back to actually creating content. I'm feeling as if the weight of being burnt out or whatever it was that I was kind of lingering in is gone. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. So that's why these numbers have been kind of low, because I haven't really been hitting a lot of videos, hitting that publish on videos, and it affects the algorithm, I think. I'm assuming it does. But yeah, so this is what this week has brought. Now we have to go up here to advanced mode, and then we go up to add comparison, and then I hit period over period, and it's going to compare it to the previous week. So let's hit add, and here we are. So this week I got 2.6K views. The previous week I got 2.7. Like I said, that is typically average for my channel and what my channel is doing. So yeah, and then all these little things below are the videos that equated to this number. So, which you can see, it's kind of cool. All right, then we go over watch hours. I'm just going over the top 3, and then we go over the watch hours. So, wow, a little uptick. So I got 26 watch hours the previous week. I got 33 watch hours this week. So that's awesome to get a little bit of an uptick there. So whoop whoop, yeah, let's celebrate. And then let's go, and again, the everything below it is what's equating to that number. Let's go into subscribers. This is motivating to me that I got 10 subscribers in a week. That's so freaking awesome. So 10 subscribers this week, and then I got 2 the previous week, so a big uptick, which I am super excited about. And that, that made me feel so good. But so I appreciate it. I appreciate all those 10 new subscribers. Thank you. And again, these are all the videos that are leaning in on these numbers up top. So, all right. Now I end the comparison. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the comparison, and then go over some other cool little things I like to geek out on. So I'm going to go up to content, and I'm going to go up to geography. And this is where everybody's watching from. Typically, United States is on top because I'm probably based here in the United States, but that hasn't always been the case. There's been a couple other top spots like United Kingdom, India, Indonesia has been at the top before, so which is really cool. But now it's been the United States, and then I got India, Indonesia, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Hungary, and then Argentina. So, all right. I don't know. This is what baffles me. This says 0, but yet it's on here. Because if I didn't get any views from a country, then... And this is just from this week, so... I don't know why it would show up if it says 0. That's interesting. I find that interesting. Maybe it's a bug or something. I don't know. All right. Then I like to go over to viewer age. And this is where, whoa, that's kind of a shift. I didn't get anyone under the age of 25 watching my content. And normally I have people as young as 13 tuning in. So there's a wide spectrum of people that are tuning in from 13 to all the way to 70 years old, which is really cool. But here we are. This is typically the top demographic, which is 25 to 34 year olds. Then I got 35 to 44, which is the second. Then looks like 55 to 64 is the third. Then here we are with 45 to 54, which is my age group. About to hit 50 in a couple months. I'm turning the big 50, people. Oh man, I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm like, ugh, yeah, 50. Yeah, it's a thing. And then 6% of 65 plus years tuning into the content. This is so cool. All right, and then I go over to viewer gender. And yeah, this is pretty average. 72% male, 27% female. I said once I shaved my beard, those numbers of female viewership has dropped. But that's just what I'm thinking. The beard's gone. I think a lot of people like the beard. I definitely missed it. And if you can tell, I've gotten some stubble. I'm actually kind of letting it grow. Don't tell the wifey. She's not going to be happy, but I'm letting it grow. So we're going to see how long this is going to take to flourish back to what it was. Man, I miss it. I so miss it. All right. I'm just going to keep it trimmed and keep it up and keep my hair trimmed and up. So I just don't look like, I don't look like a homeless guy. I keep it right and tight. That's what I got to do. Because she's not going to be happy that I have the beard. She's just not. It's going to be annoying to her, and she's going to be upset about it. But if I keep it right and tight and keep my body looking good, with the running and stuff, maybe things will be okay. We'll see. All right, and then the other thing that I like to look at is device type. Here we go. Always mobile phone. Then we got computers, TVs, and tablets. Never seen mobile phone not be on top. So, and then we go to operating systems. Now this is where I gamify this a little bit because I've been rooting for iOS devices to take the top spot. A lot of people view my content from Android, which is okay. I support Android users. I don't hate or throw shade on Android users at all. I'm just an Apple fanboy. I got Apple products out the yin yang, and I just would love to see the iOS platform go to the top. But it typically, man, I can't talk today. Typically, it's Android that's on top. But let's see. Let's go ahead and see who's taking the top spot this week. It is Android by 50% or close to it. So, yeah. And then we got Windows, Macintosh, which is, I consider, I don't know. All these unique devices people are watching from, which I find super cool. 10 people watch from their TVs, which is fun. I never thought about doing that. Because I have Apple TVs all around the house, so maybe I should watch more content from that. Maybe that's why I export my videos at 4K, which, I don't know. Some people have given me grief about that in the past. Like, people don't need 4K. You can scale it down 1080 and be fine. Like, you don't have to export out in 4K. Most people are watching from the... True. But why not give those that are watching on Apple TVs something better to view and have it a little bit more sharper and crisper and put it and export it out 4K? I don't know. Just something to think about. Yeah. But that's why I typically export all my videos at 4K, a higher resolution, just to get, to appease everything. So, all right. now after I get done looking at all this, that was the fun stuff that I like to geek out on. Let's go to see the top content from this week and what that was. So I'm gonna exit out of here, and here is the top content from this week. So this little short got me 833 views. Wife's incredible gift, my 100-mile race journey, got me 561. And what I do is typically chop down my videos and post them on shorts, because not everybody will typically watch my long form type videos. So I'll chop them down in little bite-sized videos and post them out on shorts is what I typically do. And yeah, that gives me some views as well. So it's kind of cool, because typically my long form videos don't get 833 views. I mean, one day, hopefully, they will get there, but for the most part, they just don't. This is cool. Well, this is a long form video, but these are like, all these down here are like my older videos. Like this video got 91 views. It's an older video. I published it in 2021. It's got 91 views. That is encouraging to me. And the reason why is I'm feeling some of my videos are getting a little bit more traction. And so they're tuning into my other content that's there. So I find that very encouraging, which is awesome. So, yep. And I do have a goal. Well, I did have a goal. I don't have that goal anymore. I'll get there when I get there. But for 2025, I did have a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers. Obviously, I fell short. About 140. I was 140 subscribers short, which is okay. I'm excited to get there when I get there, but that was my goal in 2024. And I try to do a huge push in the beginning of 2025. It was the goal for 2025, and I did a huge push. I think I did a video every single day for like 3 months, and then I just got burnt out. And then I was like, but I was doing this other initiative called 90 Hard. It's the same thing as 75 Hard, but for 90 days. And had to do that in conjunction with shooting was just too much. I just couldn't sustain anything like that. So something had to give. So I started putting the YouTube content stuff on the back end and focused on completing the 90 Hard, which I did. And I think I've done a multitude of videos about it, but yeah, it was awesome to accomplish that. So yeah, that's where we're at. This is where we're at, which is freaking cool. All right, so let me hop back over here and let me see if anybody's in the comments. Whoa, yep. We got Jordan. Yeah, man, I shaved the beard off. Appreciate you, Jordan. Yeah, the beard's gone, man, but yeah. Is that off? Okay, it's off. Yeah, I'm not. It was a big regret for me, just to let you know. Yeah. Linux, oh man. That's what you're watching on, and that's your platform. I know nothing about it. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know anything about Linux. Yeah. So, appreciate you still popping through, Sean. Man, that's awesome. You hung on this long, man. I appreciate you. Yeah. Yep. What lens are you using for the live chats? Oh, the lens that I'm using right now is a 24-70 G Master 2. So it's a 2.8 f-stop. So yeah, it's a nice lens. It is a workhorse of a lens. That's what we typically shoot everything on, is anywhere between a 24-70, all telephoto stuff for the work that I do. And thank you for asking that question, because this brings up some of the stuff that I want to talk about, sidebar note. primarily my whole life I've shot, or ever since I've been part of creating content and cams and everything, I've shot on photo lenses. It's just been just the thing because they're affordable. Some of them are affordable. Some photo lenses are really expensive. I mean, the 78-200 that I have is like $2,500, so it's a little spendy. But yeah, so having these cinema lenses that I got is going to be a journey in itself, and I can only take people as far as I have gone. I am not an expert when it comes to cinema lenses, but I'm excited to learn and grow that skill set because I think it's critical, because I want to start getting into shooting more short doc type work and then shooting short films and things of that nature, and having a setup with some Cineglass is just gonna fit in nicely with that initiative. I've been kicking that can down the road for quite some times, and I want to get really intentional about the way that I'm creating and the stories that I'm telling, and utilizing some cinema glass is going to help slow me down so I can be more intentional in how I shoot. So that is it. But we at Small Giants, and because I'm a videographer editor at Small Giants, the marketing agency that I work for, these cinema lenses are going to be nice in a lot of the talking head interviews that we do and things of that nature. But man, it would be tough to use some of these cinema lenses for this type of stuff that we shoot, only because we run and gun. We're a run and gun kind of agency where we're moving fast because a lot of our work is on construction sites. And, there's no time to set up lights. There's no time to flag things off. There's no time. You're trying to be a fly on the wall, capturing the action as it's unfolding in front of you, not get in the way, be safe. And there's you're not going to be able to, you're going to miss a lot of shots if you're sitting here running around with the cinema lens on a camera trying to manually, because it only does manual focus. You're not going to be able to have autofocus. But I think that's where a lot of the focusing, or a lot of the complacency in how I feel now is. And there was another gentleman that I just subscribed to his channel. He broke all this down really awesomely about how run and gun style shooting can make you complacent and keep you stuck. And I agree with that. And the reason why I agree with it, because it happened to me. It so happened to me. And I'm trying to do my best to break out of that complacency and that creative rut that I've been in for, I would say, almost half a year now. So yeah, but all right. Well, that's where I'm at. I don't know if anybody has any more questions. Thanks for hopping in, Sean. Greatly appreciate you. Jordan, thank you so much. And Snow White, thanks for coming in, man, from Oregon. That is so awesome. I appreciate you guys. What else does it say here? It's 84 here in Bangkok. Wow, 9:30 in the morning, 84 degrees. That's nice. I mean, I can live with 84. It's the 115 that we get here in Phoenix. It's roasty, man. It gets you. But thank God for air conditioning, or we wouldn't be able to survive here. Not at all. But right now I got the doors open in my house because right now it's 60 degrees and it's letting a cool, nice little breeze through the house, and it feels good to have the doors open and just hang out, with some fresh air and not be roasting. But I definitely, the Alaska blood has thinned, so. All right. Anything else? Let me see if I'm missing anything. All right. Well, I think that's it, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate you. Stay tuned. And thanks for the congrats on the stop smoking thing. we're going to see how long these things last me. Hopefully I don't, and it's true. I am switching one addiction to another addiction, and hopefully this doesn't last very long. And then I'm done smoking. I do feel like having a cigarette right now, just to be completely honest. The thing that I love about smoking is the process of smoking. Like having the cigarette and lighting the cigarette and just sitting there relaxing and smoking the cigarette, especially with a nice cup of coffee. It just feels really cool and good, I mean, I stopped at the stoplight the other day. There's this dude who was kind of ripped, muscular kind of guy. He had just a white t-shirt on and some blue jeans with some biker boots, and he was sitting on the side of his motorcycle smoking a cigarette. And even though he wasn't trying to look cool, the dude looked pretty badass. My friend Spencer said the same thing. You see people smoking cigarettes, they just look cool as hell, even though it's killing them and it's so bad for you. There's just something very appealing about it. I don't know why. Broken brain maybe. I don't know, but yeah. All right, man. Great to see you. Greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm kind of rambling right now, so I'm going to let everybody go. This was fun, guys. Thank you so much. I'm excited to drop the video about the cinema lenses. And yeah, check that out when it drops. Hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday, I can get that wrapped up and done. So until then, I will catch you guys on the next one. I got to figure out how to end the lives because I always end it weird. So let me see. Here we go. All right. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good night or morning, depending on where you're from. We'll see you later. All right. Bye. I think I stopped it. Is it stopped?